and to tear me down, because depression, all it does is tears us down. It gives me anxiety. It makes me feel like and so the fight with depression and the fight with sadness and your mental health is never going to be an easy road, but it is worth the hassle. Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. This is the British Bionic Babe. And in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about mental health, right? So I know that, yes, all my good lucks. Yeah, so first of all, remember guys that I was hacked on Instagram. So this is my new Instagram handle. It's deana-rae L Clayton. And so you can go ahead and follow me on all socials. It is deana-rae Clayton when it comes to Twitter and when it comes to Facebook. And on Snapchat, I'm really not going to go ahead and change my Snapchat. So it's deana-rae. All the links are in my description below. So you can go ahead and follow me because, you know, we're rebuilding me. We're rebuilding my social media and we're going to always do it together. So, yeah, today we're going to talk a little bit about mental health. Now, as somebody that has gone through a lot of trauma, and when I mean a lot of trauma, I do mean, I think I have gone through all trauma known or all trauma humanly possible. I have been through it. And I mean, on my Dare to Be Different playlist, which guys, yes, I'm working on. If you have not watched the very first video, you can go ahead and watch it up there. But on my Dare to Be Different playlist, it's going to incorporate all these traumas that I have been through and how I have used different methods in getting over these traumas so I can come out on the other side. And you all know the most recent trauma why this channel actually happens is my, yes, is my accident. And so I still have some bad days. I mean, yes, if you're on my social media, you're on my Instagram, you're on my Facebook, you're on my WhatsApp, you see where I always post motivational things. I post things about my past, who I was before. I post things about what I'm doing now. And it's not that, I mean, yes, people say social media is not a real place. However, I cannot get up every day and give you guys a sad story because my life is not all about the sad story. My life is about the sad story, how I have recovered from my sad story and what life is like now for me. And so touching on mental health, I have had some bad days. I've really had some horrible bad days these last couple of months. And I've had these bad days because mentally I've not been in a good place because of my independence that's being threatened. I have not been in a good place emotionally. I've not been in a good place because the hurricane season in Jamaica has wanted to literally kill me. The rain and the thunder and the lightning has been so horrible for me. I just don't know when it's gonna end. So I have really been battling the universe per se when it comes to the last couple of months, because most things that have actually, you know, impacted my mental health in a negative way is the weather. And I mean, you know, we can't control the weather. And I have tried heating pads, I've tried heating blankets, but nothing really works. And as you have known in all of my other videos, I don't have a regime for pain management. And if you do have one that I can try, you can always leave it in the description below. You can always leave it in the comments below. And I really want, you know, to get some pain relief, because when the rain falls, I feel pain. The harder the rain falls, the more pain that I feel. And what I have discovered is that not just the rain affects me, not just lightning can strike me, but thunder actually vibrates my entire body. And it lets me feel like I'm a human vibrator. And it's not like in a good way, human vibrator type of way, but my entire body shook to the point where I was crippled for about 3 to 4 hours when thunder hit on a couple of days that it was falling. My entire body was just in so much pain. The only thing I could really do was blink. So I thought of another way to, you know, kind of help me to get back to a place where, deana-rae, you need to understand that whatever comes your way, whatever detours come along the journey, you really need to get back to a mental space where you can positively impact the people around you, where you can continue to be a walking miracle, where you can continue to live in this new normal. And so I decided to take a trip to Portland. And a lot of people believe that, okay, a different environment can't change your mentality or your mood. That's a lie. It has been tested and proven that a different environment can literally change your mental state. And so, let me take you on my trip to Portland and how the different areas actually, you know, opened up my mind, opened up my soul literally, and gave me this sense of fresh air where I was reminded why I'm on this journey, where I was reminded why is it I was spared in my accident, and why is it that I need to live in this type of purpose. So come on, let's go to Portland, Jamaica.
This on a deal.
So guys, as you can see, Portland is beautiful, Jamaica is beautiful, period. So it was a great adventure. I mean, that trip took over, you know, a few days. And so I got to see different areas of my country that I really didn't know about, things that I've read about when I was in school, things that people talk about, places that people talk about. What we can highlight is the fact that Jamaica, land we love, is literally beauty with a purpose. Like the vegetation, the tranquility, the running water, the natural spring, the naturality, the nature of it all. It's really what I wanted. And even the journey to Portland was a little bit rocky. There were a lot of detours along the way where, you know, things didn't work out how you want it to work out. And I'm a planning person. So when you plan something and it doesn't go according to plan, I get all flustered and I get annoyed and I just don't want to do it any at all. But what I've realized, even in this journey, is that I may plan to do a lot of things and it may not go according to plan. However, that may not be the reason why I need to not do it. What I need to do is think of a different way and it will come out even better than what I planned. And so being in that different environment, in that different parish, seeing the different things, my mind opening up something different and learning something new, it actually helped my mental state and it helped that depressive feeling that was, you know, finding its way to sneak back in and to tear me down. Because depression, all it does is tears us down. It gives me anxiety. It makes me feel like I'm sad. It makes me feel lonely. And these are the things that depression wants to do. And this is the reason why we need to always continuously find the willpower to fight. Because we're not just fighting for ourselves. Even though people may not tell you or you may not feel it, there are people watching you and drawing from your strength. And so even on your bad days, even when depression tries to seep in, even when you feel sad for no reason and feel like nobody understands you, I always understand you. So jump in my DMs. I always understand. I always have a listening ear. But you need to understand that you are at that place feeling that emotion for a specific reason. And the only thing it's doing is preparing you for even greater things. It's preparing you for whatever is going to come your way, for you to manipulate it, for you to overcome it in your own way. Because I can tell you, when it comes to depression, and when it comes to sadness, and when you've overcome those emotions, it's only up from there. It doesn't go way back. Because even if you get depressed again, even if you get sad again, you've been at this place, you've experienced this emotion before, so you definitely know how to deal with it. Because nothing good ever comes easy. And so the fight with depression and the fight with sadness and your mental health is never going to be an easy road, but it is worth the hassle. It is worth you talking to somebody. It's worth you feeling better, because the grass is always greener where you water it. So water yourself, baby. Water yourself. Understand that you're human. Understand that being who you are is unique. And you don't need validation from anybody. You only need to validate yourself. And in validating yourself, you try to internalize what it is that you're feeling. You internalize how it is that you're feeling, and you accept it. Because only when you accept it, that is when you actually move on from it. That is when your brain starts working and you start thinking out of the box. And you realize that I had the solution all the time. I was just using this negative feeling to block the positiveness that I can get out of what I'm doing. Because you're not alone. You're never alone. And as I said, my DM is always open to you. But you're never alone. And if you feel like somebody doesn't understand, you can't be mad at them because they don't understand. You have to take some responsibility that maybe you're not explaining it to them a little more than you should. Or maybe you have this high expectation that when you're sad and when you're depressed and people ask you if you're okay, that's the only thing that they can do for you. That's not the only thing. They're asking you if you're okay because they're concerned about you. They want to know what is happening to you to see if they can actually provide you with some additional solutions that you may or may not think about in order to get you across this hurdle, so you can water yourself, so you can grow. Because everybody has dirt on them. But what dirt does is it grows. It grows whatever is planted in it. So be planted in your dirt. And if your dirt is depression, if your dirt is sadness, if your dirt is anxiety, if your dirt is the constant reminder of your traumatic experience, plant yourself in it. Understand it. Accept the fact that you have been chosen to go through this for a reason. And then gradually think about how you're going to find ways to move on from it. Because it doesn't define who you are. You defined who you are. That award-winning personality, that help and kindness that you give to others, that stability that you provide for yourself, that strength that you draw from when it comes to both positive and negative things in your life is what makes you who you are. Those are the reasons why you continue to wake up every morning. And if you can't change your environment, like go to Portland or go to a different country or go to a different city, or just get up and get out of the house, go outside, walk down the street, catch some fresh air. You don't need to go on a whole excursion, but change your environment, because your environment will change your mood. So guys, this is another video from the BBB. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I have been slacking, but all of that is done with, period. So guys, thank you so much for being on another video with me. It has been an awesome pleasure. I love doing videos for you guys, and I will continue to motivate and inspire you, because you motivate and inspire me every day. So remember to follow me on all socials. Remember to binge watch on any playlist that you have not watched as yet. And remember, the very first video is what sets the tone for our little family here. So, you know, share it with all your friends, like, comment. If you guys have anything to say about my pain management or what you think I can try, please leave it in the comments below. It was a pleasure as always. This is your BBB. I will see you guys definitely in the next video. Mwah.